We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to your live boxing ego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to your live. Where is Crawford versus Canelo? This looks bad. This ish ain't free. Y'all said it was a super fight and it was a mega fight, but we don't really got the details and the rights to the fight. This ain't free. You said Bud was a star, but I said it was too far, and Canelo, he's looking over the hill, but this ish ain't free. Yo, where is this fight, bro? Listen, this was the easiest fight to make in the last, couple years. Bud is respected as a boxer. Canelo, baby, you want, baby, I know that he's respected as a boxer. You said Allegiant Stadium, Vegas. Where we at? As of your boy Ego recording this video, I ain't heard no updates. Bruh, do you understand how bad this looks? I told you, I'm spanking y'all. 2025, best in the business, and it's not even close. I warned you guys of all of these things. A lot of people, they stayed put. You know, they didn't want to mention these things. They said Turkey can do no wrong. Turkey, he's saving boxing. Turkey this, Turkey that, right? And I was the only one with morality. The only one that showed nobility and, attacked this with honor and, gave my truest thoughts. And now you guys look stupid because where is the fight, bro? As of me recording this video, I ain't heard no type of updates, right? And again, this was a layup. This should have been very easy. You have a fight that you guys are claiming was a super fight. When I said bad business Bud, some of y'all got mad and said, no, Bud Crawford is a star. And I'm like, great fighter doesn't mean you're a star. And then your retort was, but he whooped Errol. Well, he can whoop Errol all he wants, doesn't make him a huge star. Look at the Crawford-Madrimov fight. They said it lost upwards of $10 million. And then Canelo, he continues to make the wrong choices. And here we are. And I asked you guys, as true boxing fans, don't just take my word for it. Hear me out, listen to what I'm about and what I'm saying, and then you apply it and see if it makes sense. Everything that I said checks out like a library book. It all checks out, right? You guys said Turkey is saving boxing. I don't see that, right? I never seen that. He had a couple cool fights, but it was premature to anoint that crown. But we know why. The same people hate PBC, would never give Al Heyman credit, and said that Al Heyman was a cancer to boxing, even though he had the biggest fights in boxing for that particular year, but somehow they hated him. We know why, right? Then the same crowd anointed Turkey as somehow the savior of boxing, but this stuff, you tell me, looking at it now, how any of this really boosts or bolsters boxing, right? Times Square, what a failure. You had 3 fights that didn't excite. You had names on it. It was overhyped. People expected a whole lot more. The top 2, main event and co-main event, the performances were grim and uninspiring, right? And you blocked it off. Like the initial, they were putting out mock-ups, AI mock-ups. They was putting them mock-ups up, right? Saying, oh, look, this is how it could look. And it was a ring in the dang center of New York with 1 million people. It looked like the Million Man March, surrounding the ring, right? Just like the old days, like Jack Johnson days, when they really used to do that. And a bunch of people would pull up to one spot to watch a fight, unlimited rounds and stuff. This wasn't that. It didn't feel like a big fight. It didn't feel like a big fight card. It was closed off for the most part. There was only a select VIP VIP, let's kick it, right? Of people who had access to it. And these aren't good for boxing. Same thing the very next night. Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez he had an opportunity to claim the Mexican dates, which is what you should do. Beat the guy to become the guy. You guys allowed Canelo to become the guy without beating the guy, because we know what happened when he fought Floyd, Money, Mayweather. Easy work, like I said. Hard work, dedication. J Fox. Yeah, I'm all time. I'm best in the world. TBE. When I beat Canelo, he was some easy work, right? You had opportunity to become the man. You failed. Floyd spanked you. It is one of Floyd's best performances, right? Still, Canelo, there was a void after Floyd retired. Andre Ward retired. So boxing needed a new person to like kind of hold the torch in terms of like pound for pound or stars or whatever. And it was Canelo. He had the fan base, the look, whatever. But it's been a long time since we've seen a really good Canelo fight. I'm talking about like really good, historical. You're going to remember it forever. Like, I could think of fights that I've covered live that they stay with me. Like Errol Spence, Sean Porter was a really good fight and a really good card. Also on the card, I seen Mario Barrios in a tough fight. David Benavidez was the co-main with Anthony Durrell. I've seen some really, really good fights. I was at Wilder Fury 1, you know what I mean? Like just fights that stick with you. I was at another great card in New York I went to was Golovkin versus Danny Jacobs. Then on the co-feature, you had Sor Rungvisai versus Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez, part 1. That was a classic card. Nobody expected Sor Rungvisai to give Chocolatito at that point those types of problems. So I've been there for the biggest fights, and I'm here to tell you, Mayweather McGregor and Canelo was the first fight in the T-Mobile Arena. Your boy Ego was there. The weigh-in was crazy when he fought Amir Khan. So I've been in the industry. I've been here. You guys can't take away that. Like, I know they hate. I know they mad. I know it. But you can't take away what is already done in history. And how Turkey is running this, a lot of it isn't legendary. Canelo versus Skull was a terrible fight, a terrible card. The crowd energy did not feel nothing special, and Canelo begged for these Mexican dates. He didn't earn them by beating Mayweather like Oscar De La Hoya did to Julio Cesar Chavez to become the man, or like Floyd Money Mayweather did when he graduated to Money Mayweather, beating Oscar De La Hoya. That's what you're supposed to do in boxing. You're supposed to take it. Canelo didn't really take it, but boxing allowed him to still go in there and become the man. And look what he's doing. Like, you could have fought Jake Paul, and I received some flack for it. I know this. Some people are like, oh man, they say shake. I don't know, Ego, why you want to see that? Bro, tell me, like, swear on your pet's life that Canelo versus Jake Paul would be a worse event and less entertaining than Canelo versus Skull was in Saudi Arabia. Like, really, like, when I say these things, sometimes people get mad and it come with the territory. But really break it down to the molecule and tell me what I'm saying is cap. If you put Canelo and Jake Paul is a good salesperson. Like, we know who he is. He knows how to promote a fight. I don't care what you think about his boxing ability. It would have been a big event that made money in Vegas on Netflix. Period. That is the fact. So, William Skull, oh, it's for the IBF belt. I don't give a It was a horrible fight, a horrible card, and Canelo's core fan base did not show up in droves to the point where it really felt dry. Like, if I'm being real, it felt dry because it didn't feel like the Mexican dates. You didn't see like this crazy Hispanic pulse, Latinos, that is just a different energy. Like, you have to go to these events to really understand it. Like, I've been at Wilder fights in his prime where he knocked somebody out of nowhere, like Luis Ortiz. I was at that fight, right? It's a feeling that real boxing fans give you that only real boxing fans can give you. These fights in Saudi don't feel like that because I feel like just different culture. It's not a culture that's been like brought up under boxing like in the 60s or in the 90s. You know, where was Saudi when it came to boxing? You know what I mean? There's virtually very few Saudi Arabian top level fighters that I even know of, right? There's not boxing gyms on every corner, I would imagine, in Saudi Arabia, right? So it's different. Versus if you go to Mexico, how many great stars and entertaining boxers has Mexico produced, right? Tons. From Salvador Sanchez, Benito Lopez, Julio Cesar Chavez, Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales, Juan Manuel Marquez. I mean, the list goes on and on and on when it comes to places like Mexico or America or even Argentina. Argentina has some of my favorite fighters. Sergio Martinez, Marcos Maidana, Lucas Matisse. I even enjoyed watching Diego Chavez, even though he's not as known as some of the other guys, right? Brian Castano can fight. So certain regions are known for that, you know, and Canelo, he's chasing the bag, but he's doing it in such a way where it kind of only benefits him and his family and his pocketbooks, but it's not what's right for boxing. Fast forward to the future, you got Canelo Crawford. You guys are, I told you it was a forced fight from the beginning, and here we are. Look at it. It's just like there's no buzz, and if there was a buzz, it's automatically interrupted because no one knows what the F is going on with it. Your tickets aren't on sale. We don't have confirmation on the venue. We don't know what network it's going to be on. You said Dana White was doing it. Now it doesn't look like it. Dana White is out. You know, he would have been a representation. Sella. Nobody in America really knows who Sella is. At least some people know who Dana White is. You know what I mean? So maybe they respect his cosign. So this just looks all over the place. Date switches, all that.
Is the fight moving to Arabia? No. Did the venue change? No. Hey, are new venues being considered? Not the Raiders Stadium. We're still working on that, but we'll ensure everything's perfect for the fight. It's going to be huge, and people should enjoy it here. Any specific venue? Las Vegas? Las Vegas. Yes, it'll be Las Vegas. Las Vegas, okay. It's staying in Las Vegas. With your people? Yes, of course. No better weekend in Vegas than Mexico's Independence Weekend.
So that clip I just showed you was Canelo Alvarez. Reporters were asking him, yo, what's good? What's Gucci with the fight? Is it going to happen in Vegas? And Canelo, he didn't really say much. He said, yeah, the fight should happen in Vegas. The guy says, and I dubbed it for you guys. I'm making it so easy for you, the viewer, because originally the interview was in Spanish, but I translated it, transcribed it, and dubbed it for you guys. So make sure you guys smash the like button for the extra work that I got to do to give you guys the news. Subscribe, hit the like button. It's really not that hard. But anyway, Canelo Alvarez, he's basically saying that Vegas deserves the fight. The fight should happen in Vegas, but he didn't confirm it, right? And then when the reporter is asking him, yo, what about Allegiant Stadium? Are you moving venues? And he said, we're still working on it. So again, back to the whole point of this video, what gives? How long does it take? Why did you make any announcements? Turkey, ring, why were they reporting about it if you don't have your ducks in a row and you're not ready to actually confirm the fight, put tickets on sale, and Canelo's golfing and talking about the fight should still happen in Vegas? Man, this is not good for boxing. I try to tell y'all. Again, date switches, possible venue switches. Dana White was supposed to be the promoter. TKO boxing. Then they said that's not happening. Canelo is golfing. Can't confirm anything. We ain't heard nothing from Terrence Crawford. And it's just a big ish show. It really is. So I'll wait and we'll see what happens. The fight, I'm gonna say, is still on, I guess, but we just don't have any details, and we don't know when tickets are going on sale. And time is wasted. T-Mobile is still available. I did some research, but Allegiant Stadium, they have something booked on the date that they said they were changing to, September 13th. So nonetheless, I highly doubt that it'll be at the Raiders Stadium unless they move to a completely different date. But Canelo's talking about the Mexican dates, and he wants to put it in Vegas for the Mexican fans. So you can't make up your own date for the Mexican dates. So rescheduling seems like you would have to switch the venue to keep that date and keep it in Vegas. We'll see how it all plays out. Let me know what you guys think of this mess we unpacked. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use Streamyard. Click the link in the description for Streamyard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.